I can't. I'm banned from the type. I'm banned from the type test Discord. I can't.
Fuck up,
I can't.
bro. Like, you know
who are you talking to, bro? Yo, a nigga who talks to little kids is not gonna tell me shut the fuck up.
Damn. Chill. All right. If you want to see all this uncut, them arguing, all that, I have my stream. Nano has his stream. One other thing that I do want to mention is Misery has his own video. I have a back part of this video. The last 7 minutes of this video is something entirely different related to Nano and also related to the doc that Setro has. If you are interested in those things, you guys can stay till the end. But let's get right into this, because all that I care about is the facts. I don't care about them arguing or none of that other dumb shit, right? Essentially, Setro went on Nano's stream, right? He went on Nano's stream and was basically like, this guy didn't deserve to get paid. He made this dog shit ass tutorial. He didn't do this. He didn't do that. And basically everything that he did not deserve pay. And then he also tried to claim that he never tried to scam anyone and that he actually does work for the game. Every single developer has said that he doesn't work for the game. He doesn't do shit. All of his changes had to be reworked, removed, or just changed in general. Like, these are Setro's changes, and most of them had to get removed from the game. And even old developers are reaching out saying that he has 20%. Current developers are reaching out that he has 20% just for value changing, doing all this, all that. And then his whole defense about scamming is that he didn't, and every dev got paid, which in my opinion makes 0 sense because you still tried to scam. Chaotic says right here, guess what? I don't know what you guys did, but he randomly caved in. I'm pretty sure you guys are getting re-added to percent. Chaotic himself admits that he randomly caved in and was trying to hold percent hostage. I go over a bit more in detail. I'm going to just edit this to the start of the video because that's basically the Twitch summary, but it's literally insane. The rest of the video is kind of me yapping, going over the screenshots and all that. This video, or this part of the video, is recorded after the fact, after I talked about everything, so it's going to feel a little bit weird, and it's going to feel like I'm yapping, and I'm kind of sorry for that, but it's just kind of how editing goes sometimes, you know? So, Setro, half of Nano's stream, he's saying, oh, I can't speak out on that because I'm under NDA. Then, this is a screenshot that the dev showed, basically says, oh, the contract, that was a troll, okay? These are Setro's changes that he has made to Type Soul. This is one of the things that I do want to talk about, because a lot of this is just kind of proving some things later on inside this video, where a lot of the devs come out and basically say that Setro can't do shit for his life. And this is kind of a prime example. Don't get me wrong. Is this content coming to the game? Yeah, it's content coming to the game. Sure. Buddies are terrible. The balancing is terrible. I don't even think nobody even fucking remembers this weapon, right? Seventh Thunder was cool. I will admit Seventh Thunder as a weapon was pretty cool. Kendo Universal, this had to be reworked. The medic weapons when they first came out were completely unbalanced. Same with the Kendo Universal, actually. Murasama was completely unbalanced. Same with the Keto ones, completely unbalanced. Just nothing balanced here. Hybrids were just not a good addition to the game. Had just no reason to come to the game. And the only reason why this even got added in the first place was so they can try to farm a little bit of money in October because the game was shut down again. Terrible additions. None of these were good. Not balanced at all. Simply not good additions, right? The visor changes, you can say that all those are kind of good. Terrible system. Reworked. I don't even know what the fuck a Bombi Sphere is. I'm dead ass. Like, I don't care. Okay? So if we go over his actual changes, shouldn't be in the game. Terrible. Nobody even fucking remembers this weapon. A decent weapon, I will admit. Had to get reworked. Was completely brain dead, broken. Completely brain dead, broken. Had to get removed. I don't even know if this is still in the game, but if it is still in the game, nobody talks about it. But I mean, I guess it's cool. Got removed. Got turned into a normal ass item that you use for progression. Nobody cares about. Those are all of Setro's changes, okay? Now we can move on to other things. Setro has like 8 to 14% for being a cosmetic dev. That is one thing Nuova, an old dev of the game, wants to say. Nasrep wants to say that it is just Setro and Vivi conspiring to give each other more money. This happened to me. When buddies dropped, like 5 people lost their percent and it all went to Setro and Vivi for reorganization. This is just them, once again, trying to put more money inside their pockets by ruining money for the developers. Okay? Right? You can see Christie right here. True. He doesn't script. Dave. I don't know why he said Dave here. True. He doesn't script. Setro just sends DMs and has 20% for doing that. Lol. Or he value changes and calls it a day. Tama right here says that he had a ghostwriter back then too. So he had a ghostwriter. Right. So he wasn't even the one scripting, apparently, from what Tama's saying. And someone else was making the changes, and then Setro was just implementing them. Okay? Interesting. Chaotic confirming that he caved in and gave everyone back their percent when he originally wanted to take it away from everyone. Once again, trying to just take everyone's money. Chaotic says, I don't know what y'all did, but he randomly caved in. Pretty sure you guys are getting re-added to percent. Dusty got banned, though. Dusty did not get re-added to percent at all. Okay? Here's Christie and them talking about ZL on percent. Now, I do want to say that ZL is only on percent because he made a deal with somebody on the team to give them percent in exchange for type soul percent. Okay? So you can have your own opinion on that, but whatever. Next time this happens, add me to a GC. Hopefully there is no next time. As for the money you guys lost, I'll figure something out. This will be probably the only time I can ever say it. But W Chaotic. W Chaotic. He tried to help. He tried to help the devs. He obviously didn't want the situation to go public. He wants the devs to get their money because they're making him money. Makes sense, right? ZL and me have the same percent. Nice. ZL doesn't do anything for the game, and Christie is basically the main dev right now. Him and Cause apparently have a deal on VV. Once again, a game that has nothing to do with type, and they're just making deals, apparently, to have percent. I have no idea why. This is Dusky, saying you're getting 2 mil. I'd rather have my percent. We'll discuss it later, but I'm just here to make sure that everyone else gets added. So, Dusty got his 2 mil, his 7K USD, or whatever you want to call it, and no percent. He got banned from the game. He has nothing to do with this game really anymore. Okay, ironic. Look at this. I'll settle for 1%. Yes, it's possible. Setro right here saying that it's possible for him to be on percent. Def will be able to get on percent. He doesn't even know. Boom. You guys can see all the proof there. I'm going to try to go through these a little bit faster. Boom. Falling behind, it can be increased. It can be increased. It can be increased. Because his percent got lowered from 4 to 2%. So Christie right now, one of the main developers of this game, 2%, right? He removes 1% from Tiger and says that he's going to give it to Dusty. Never happened. So wherever this 1% from Tiger went, nobody knows. Okay. Then he doesn't see. Boom, 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 boom. The 0%'s hitting. Tama right here. Dave can't even do anything to save us. We're going to have to fight for our percent back. Scam, scam, scam. 3 days into the release, Tama only has 4K Robux, right? And Setro's whole defense against this, right? Setro's whole defense against trying to scam is that he didn't and every dev got paid. Which, let's keep in mind, this developer right here that was doing all this stuff and exposed all this, yes, he got paid, but he was also promised percent. And at the end of the day, you still tried to scam. Setro's whole defense about trying to scam is that he didn't. And the only reason why he didn't, Chaotic says right here, I don't know what you guys did, but he randomly caved in. And I'm pretty sure you guys are being re-added. Okay? So originally, he did not want to give everyone percent, and he did try to scam everyone, but he knew the developers were just going to quit. So, obviously, he caved in and gave everyone the percent. But Setro's whole defense about him, quote-unquote, trying to scam was that every dev got paid. That is not how trying to do something works. Okay? For example, Setro, when I tried to expose you, and then you had your own proof to counterclaim me way back when on original TypeSoul, which, keep in mind, his counterclaim was him saying that he's a minor. You guys all saw the doc. We all know what I'm talking about, right? But essentially what you're saying is that I didn't try to expose you, because I ended up making a video saying that it was false. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because you fixed it did not mean that you didn't try to do it. If you guys understand what I'm saying, right? This was only him after devs were speaking out about it. Even Chaotic himself admits that he was surprised that he convinced them. Boom. Okay. So this is him trying to scam them. Everyone loses their percent. Boom. Tiger loses some percent. Christie lowers percent. Lowered percent, lowered percent, lowered percent, right? 90% of Setro's changes were reworked and all this, right? And let's keep in mind there's multiple developers claiming that he doesn't do shit for this game. And then Setro's whole claim is that he does stuff for the game, and 90% of this has been changed. Literally 90% of it was reworked, changed, or simply a terrible addition. Setro's claim that this guy right here does not deserve percent, or even the 7,000 that he did receive, is because in 9 months, all that he made is a dog shit tutorial. And this is the screenshot that he has as proof. You guys can go to Nano's stream and watch the video of the tutorial. But when the tutorial was being made, he told him that it was good. Thank you for clicking on the tutorial mad fast. Nobody really gave you your props. I think some good work. So, when he's making it, you're calling it good. But when he's coming out and is mad that he got scammed by you, you're calling it dog shit? Setro on stream shows Nano a version of the tutorial that was 9 months old. This is the version that he shows him. The very, very unfinished version is what Nano shows, or is what Setro shows Nano, right? And basically is like, is this what y'all wanted in the game, this dog shit ass trailer? Then, during this time in between from here to the 6th month, whatever, June. Between December to June is when the Type Soul developers quit the game, essentially, and go work on Runeslayer, okay? That is why Type Soul took so long, just because they all went to go work on Runeslayer, okay? During this time, nothing was happening on Type Soul, so there was a big, boom, empty area, right? Okay? He starts working on the tutorial again. Boom, going in a bit more detail, boom, showing an advanced version, boom, right? You guys might be looking at this UI and you're like, wow, that is terrible. Setro himself was like, look at this UI, it's dog shit. Tama was the one that was supposed to fix the UI. But Tama was too busy to fix it, okay? I'm not putting the blame on Tama at all. Tama genuinely just had that much task that he couldn't do this. So that's why there's no tutorial inside this game. But for Setro to go on Nano stream, show a 9-month-old unfinished version of the trailer, right? And be basically just blind hating on him and saying that he didn't deserve to get paid is kind of insane. When he's literally trying to fix it. The unfinished version of the tutorial was exactly what Setro asked for. For it to be simple. And that's it. And all it needed was some polishing, right? Simple. Still, no reason for it to be crazy. Boom. Right? Make it simple. Yeah, that's fine. Also clean. Nothing specific he wants added, okay? Tama gets busy, so the UI change never happens, right? Boom. You guys can see. Literally, he's reaching out to him so he can change it. Boom. Whatever, right? This is what the developer ended up doing for the game, okay? Because Setro said he did not deserve to get paid, and he just was a dog shit developer, is Setro's claim. Now, a lot of this, I can admit, isn't great. True Shikai, in my opinion, is not that good. The Highway, in my opinion, is not that good. The tutorial could have been something cool, but Setro just fucking completely swiped it away, right? Ranked 1 NPCs, he made the tracker, and the tracker was exactly what Setro wanted, and for some reason, on Nano's stream, you guys can probably find the clip of this, but he's like, yeah, I mean, it was everything that I wanted, but it's just, like, not cool enough. What are you talking about? So he made what you wanted. That's all you had to say. Hell NPCs, I did the voice line, implemented sounds, I fixed a lot of bugs, boom, boom, boom. And we're talking inside DMs, and he's, you know, he did more, right? He's also asking Setro, what's my next task? I need a task. You know, I have nothing to do. Can I have a new task? Can I do something? Can I do this? Can I do that? And I just don't understand why Setro would go on Nano's stream and be like, this dude doesn't deserve to get paid. He's not working. If he's trying to work, and you're not allowing him to work. And then to add on to this whole, he doesn't script, he doesn't do anything, Nuova, an ex-dev, literally says, not really, it's mainly just that the entire old team can all vouch that he didn't script stuff himself. That's why we even got him kicked off the team before. Do you guys remember when Setro was fired from the team? And they were like, to be honest, this guy's not really doing anything. He's kind of just, you know, sitting there. Right? It all makes sense now. Because now we're seeing what Setro actually was, okay? Boom. Like, I just don't understand. That's all the proof. I'm not going to yap about it any longer. If you guys want more proof, you guys can go watch the streams. I'm just showing the screenshots, right? I'm just showing the screenshots. There's two things that I have to address before we get into Misery's video. And this is also my live stream. If you guys want to go watch the full VOD, it's on my channel. You guys can go watch the full VOD. But there's two things that I have to address first. All right? The first thing is this stream right here. Nano says, my message to me, myself. Basically, his message is, I don't want anything to do with any of the drama on this game. I don't want any drama with Balboa. If you want drama, go to Balboa, because that's who's going to be posting it, right? That's what he said, okay? Completely respectable. I think most YouTubers on this game don't want drama. At the very deep down part of it, I don't want it either. I wish this game was good enough to the point where all I have to do is post legitimate content. I wish I didn't have to be like, what the fuck is this developer doing? Why is he talking to a minor? I wish the game was like that. But the type soul we all know will never be that way. It won't. I wish I was able to post my own content. But the simple truth of it is me and Nano are simply in different predicaments, right? He has panel, he has connection to the developers. I'm banned on 47 accounts and will never be treated fairly. We're simply in different predicaments. Me and Nano both want the same exact thing for this game. For it to be good and for us to be able to record videos. That's all we want. That is all anyone wants for this game. Any YouTuber, any figurehead for this game, me, Vert, Nano, Revolver AGZ, we all want the same thing. For this game to be genuinely good, so we can keep producing content on it. That's all we've ever wanted. Do you think we wanted drama? Do you think we wanted to be banned 50 times? No. But the developers, the owners, and everything like that for this game has turned Type Soul into a game like that. That's the bare bones of it, right? I have zero issue with Nano, and I have zero issue with him on panel. There's people that genuinely get upset with Nano having panel, and I think you guys are genuinely all retarded. The most respectful way, you guys are genuine fucking speds if you think Nano does not deserve panel. Nano was trying to be humble in his stream. No, fuck that. Nano, the whole reason why Type Soul is what it is because during the closed community part of this game, 3 or even like 4 years ago, you were the only promoter for the game. You put Type Soul on the map. I don't know how you don't rep that shit more, because if I was you, oh, my ego would be through the fucking roof. So the fact that you are as humble as you are about it is very respectable, and I think you deserve panel. If you're a player that has beat Nano in a 1v1 or anything like that, and you want to say, well, he's boosted, he's dodged it at the game, blah, 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 that's your own fucking opinion. I don't care what you have to say. At the end of the day, most people playing Type Soul at the current moment would not be playing Type Soul if it wasn't for Nano. The first initial re-release of this game, all the hype for it was created by Nano himself. Okay? Nobody should be discrediting him. And also, him saying that he doesn't want to deal with drama is because Setro went on his stream and blatantly lied in front of everyone. Also, while we're talking about Setro, his doc that got leaked, Setro's doc that got leaked, this will be the only time I'm going to talk about it. I'm not going to post a video about it. I'm not going to address it any further than this, okay? That document is 100% truthful. Everything that happened in there is the truth. It's what happened. It was him. He's admitted to it. He's admitted to it. I think multiple times. That is him inside the document, okay? That's all I'm going to say. If you guys have the document and you want to spread it around, go the fuck ahead. I'm not going to tell you to not spread it around, because what's inside that doc is absolutely fucking insane. I'm not going to spread it myself. I'm not going to talk about it any more than I have to. Everything in there is the truth. That's your developer. That's the Setro we all know. You guys might be able to tell in a lot of my videos where I'm talking about him, in a lot of my streams where I'm talking about him, I let some of that information slip, because I think a lot of this game's community was not there last re-release when I exposed him the first time for all that shit. And his defense video, I'm bringing up all my drama videos. Every single drama video that I've ever posted on this game will be republished, okay? They will all be republished. You guys can go, if you want to go deep dive on everything that happened for this game, After this video drops, everything will be public again, including the Setro E-roll video. All of it will be public. I'm tired of trying to do shit for this game where I have to take down certain videos, I have to do this, I have to do that. I don't give a fuck. The truth is, Setro paid me 100k Robux to take down every single drama video. And I thought this game was never going to come back, so I was like, hey, you know, a little bit of bread my way? Why the fuck not? I think a lot of you guys, keep in mind, those videos were getting 1 view a day. I did not give a fuck. They're all going public again. If you want to say I scammed Setro, you can say that. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. They're all going public. Everything inside those videos were true, and his only defense was his age. Your age doesn't fucking matter. What you did is something that you did. You pretended to be an E-roll for 9 years and did all that weird shit. You know what you are, and the fact that you even tried to go inside my own video and defend yourself is fucking insane, okay? That everything in that doc is true. You guys can do whatever you want with it. That's the only time I'll talk about it. All my drama videos will be back up. All my OG drama videos will be back up. I'm tired of this dumb shit that I have to play with Setro, where I try to get into a position to save this game, and it will simply never happen. All those videos are going back up. I don't give a fuck anymore. I'm gonna speak my mind how I want to speak my mind, okay? You guys, that's what you guys deserve. That's what you guys deserve. And in the past, I want to apologize for ever trying to silence myself, because that's not what you guys deserve. All those videos are going back up. I don't care. You guys will be able to view them. Fuck, I might make another video going over all of them in detail. We'll end up seeing what happens, but that's all I want to say. Let's get into this misery video, because the only reason why I'm so pissed off right now is because Setro deadass went on Nano's stream and tried to damn near ruin Nano's reputation by going on his stream and fucking lying in front of everyone. If you are going to lie, do not try to bring down another person with you, Setro. You look like a fucking idiot. But let's get into Misery's video.